rad. It's what your mom is watching. The recognized symbol of excellence in comic entertainment.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Breaking Rad. We're back. Had to do something different.
Nice.
You threw me off. I don't like that.
I know. He does it exactly the same every time.
Not this time. Yeah, we got a couple of the goons. We got David, the Dime, in the house. And we're here to recap some of the finest CGWF moments in all of history.
Tonight we are doing in honor of, I didn't realize it until like the day of, but Sunday was the 1-year anniversary of the CGWF. And, you know, maybe that means something to some people. I don't know. Maybe it meant something to me. And so I noticed I was jealous because Mark Poulton did the top wrestlers in the CGWF. I liked it up to number 9, which is where I was. You two didn't even make it. I throw that out there.
It's because, you know what, they don't do Hall of Famers. They don't put Hall of Famers in there. It's fine.
Yeah, they just get it automatically.
Well,
we get it,
not legitimate ones, I guess.
It's like winning twice, so they don't want to do that. I get
it. So I figured in honor of that, I was going to do the top 10 moments in the CGWF, but I don't like being one-up by Poulton. So I want the top 25 moments in the CGWF. And we're going to be better because we're actually going to have visuals to accompany it. His ghetto channel didn't even. I had to tweak it to put it up on Rumble. I had to put pictures of the wrestlers because no one knew who he was talking about.
That's funny.
So I fixed it. I remedied it. But we're going to do, we'll just get right into it tonight before we lose everybody. So number 25 was our very first CGWF match. Patrick Thomas Parnell versus Robert Willis. Good old Bobby Willis. It was during the CG Royal Rumble. And, you know, they say you never forget your first. And so I felt like it deserved to be on the list. I think they're talking about the same thing. Wrestling, right?
Now, Parnell's nickname is Hands of Stone. That's not a knock on his artwork. The man has a devastating right hand.
Classic yellow flash interrupting the ref.
Oh my goodness.
Patrick Thomas.
Get the chair.
Oh my God.
That's where PTP got the nickname Hands of Stone. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe that is. I don't know where Mark Poulton came up with that, but
yeah, he came out punching, and we had never seen any of these characters do anything before. So when he came out punching, it was just natural. Hands of Stone, PTP. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. PTP.
Yeah, it was a good time. A great way to kick it off. Seemed like everybody was invested. Number 24. No one's going to agree with me on this. This is a controversial one. But to me, this is one of the greatest moments. I felt it should have been higher on the list, but I thought I'd play it safe and put it down nice and low. King Davis's promotional video for his match with John Malin. I cut it up a little bit to spare everybody the torture.
So it's come to my attention that there's a wrestling match. That's what you like to call it. You like to call it wrestling. Talking about men with muscles wrestling other men. Some would call this surprise sex. When somebody next to them is going to surprise sex on another person. This is surprise wrestling. Man-on-man action. I ain't got no belt because my pants stay up fine, John. Don't need no belt to hold my pants up. I would just like to convert them to the idea that 2 wars is better than 1. That's all. I do feel like I've been surprise sex, though. Justice for Shane was unaware that there was a wrestling match.
What? Your thoughts, gentlemen? I feel it's that I chopped that up enough. That was about like a 6-minute long promo. I just got some of the best bits.
I'll never forget that. It went on and on and on. And I was just like, what is this, a promo? What is he doing here? But I mean, I think that maybe King Davis, which was a fierce competitor. He definitely was a fierce competitor. could have used a little bit of training in the promo area.
Agree to disagree. I felt.
Do you think? Go ahead.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, do you think he bought that stuff that he was wearing, or do you think he found it or rented it? Because
I think he just had it.
Like, do you just keep that stuff around?
I think he bought it. I think he went out and bought 2 oars, a big crown, and some kind of a
Like-
cape or something to go around.
Yeah, it's like a leopard print cape.
Yeah, I think he went out and bought that stuff for that promo, for the 6-minute in and out promo. Talking about
pretty
man
slick.
sex and
Wears it.
stuff like that.
It was pretty slick get up.
It
It
was.
was. It was nice. There's a reason he was the king. I'll just say that. We say
I did
past
like
tense
his-
because he was, of course, killed by John Malin during the death match.
Oh, he got destroyed. But I did like his Fu Manchu action going on there. That was
It
pretty
was
cool.
good. Yeah, it's a
Yes,
commitment.
I don't know if he does that with a Sharpie. That looked painted on though.
It did.
It did. It looked so fake.
It's almost like he
it was
just
a Shane
said,
spiral. It's his gimmick.
it's almost like he just asked his wife to just kind of do it for him, you know, and she just.
It is.
kinda
If you
put
look
a
at
bunch
it,
of
it is
stuff on
uneven too, which is really difficult to look at. It's an uneven painted on.
Babe, this is really important. I need a Fu Manchu right now.
Yeah, let's do
Well,
it.
take your crown off, Shane, so I can put this on right.
And like a good wife, she just did it. No questions asked.
She did it. No questions asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, number 23 is a brief moment, but a memorable one. It's titled Little Caesar.
Corner. Picks him up. Hangs him in the tree of woe. What's going on here? EVS
Only-
exposed. Oh,
Only on the podcast do we expose the truth behind the ring.
that was Little Caesar. We just saw.
A great moment. The human sunbeam exposing the sunbeam for everybody to see.
That's where the sunbeam. That's where the sunbeam is kept.
That's where all the energy goes, I guess.
That's where the sunbeam don't shine.
That's where the sunbeam don't. Hey,
Polton got him best with the Little Caesar gag. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Every now and then, Polton says something intelligent and humorous. 22, not really a funny one, but it was a magical event. It was the very first Broyal Rumble with the Professionals.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh, look at the
look
banner.
at that.
Where's
Cool.
the mask?
That's
baby?
sweet.
Brand new Bro Arena.
Yeah, there I am. Standing over.
Made in
Oh,
The boom in the house.
Despicable.
The boom. Not even here to. You had him right there.
But,
Wow.
A bunch of old men screaming over each other.
that was literally what the entire stream sounded like, was just them screaming over the match. And
Yeah.
no kayfabe at all. Very
None.
very
Nah.
unprofessional.
I like how
had a
they
good
get
time.
after each other, though. Those guys don't hold any punches. They go after each other constantly. I love
They
it.
had a fun time. I felt like I was entertaining children that night. It was good.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
Polton went in there ready to do play-by-play commentary and got
Yeah.
talked over the whole time, and then he just didn't talk
Oh.
for the rest of the night.
No chance.
He was very bitter about that. Number 21, very tragic moment in the CGWF. This is very recent too. Probably the saddest moment is when the Diaz brothers lost their title to the Gentleman Scoundrels.
double belly to back suplex off the top rope.
Oh,
Give him the old word balloon.
Gotta be over. One.
1, 2. Oh, what? Upset. Upset.
Eric Weathers just waiting for that hot tag. Came in.
Travesty.
That was a sad night. We later inducted the Diaz brothers into the Hall of Fame, the first legitimate induction into the Hall of Fame, not out of spite or under duress.
Yeah, it was weird to see them lose. Like, they hadn't lost in, 5 matches? It was something crazy. It was a long
No,
streak.
I just expected them to win again. I was beginning to think people were just going to think we're rigging it. So part of me was a
Yeah.
little bit relieved that they lost, but also very
Right.
sad because
Right.
they were all queued up to join us right after the match, and then we had to face them. And very sad moment. Number 20, This was a match between Donald DeLay and Stat. I'm glad you're here because this was the fight where Donald DeLay took on not one but two men, Statistical Zero and Sierra Whiskey. I call them the furry fiends. And
Delay heard me next time. Oh,
it was an embarrassing match.
Terrible splash. He missed.
Damn, Comics better be ashamed of himself that this is the match we get as our opener.
Whiskey brings Delay down to his knees.
Also hitting his partner. This tag team we're witnessing in the ring right now. They can't even keep their hands off of themselves. Really pulling out that chicken.
He's got that drumstick, and it's over.
This was probably one of the worst matches in the CGWF, which is why I feel like it deserved to be on the list because it was terrible and embarrassing. Stat and Whiskey kept fighting each other accidentally. They keep knocking each other out and slapping each other around, and Donald kind of just won because they took themselves out. Number 19 to me was a very special moment. There was a beef going on around that time between Peter SIMETI and Eric July. And I believe the beef was resolved, but we brought it up again so that they could have a good old fashioned wrestling match for our own viewer, our selfish views reasons.
Yeah, what a feud Eric July and Peter SIMETI have. This is where we settle beefs.
I think the beef was already squashed at this point, but we're just riling them back up.
Yeah, let's stoke the fires.
Look at this.
Super butterfly suplex off the top rope by Eric July. 2, 3.
There it is.
And there it is, your winner.
It really makes you think. Maybe he's got a point on his views on publishing.
I mean, really, that's how we prove our points is through violence.
I was going to say that was a great match because Eric July went on to do great things. So, he kind of proved his point in the ring and then outside the ring as well.
He went on to make more money, is I think what you're trying to say.
I feel like this match was the reason he made almost $4 million on his campaign.
I agree.
It was a big hurdle to cross.
Yes.
And we really, we put him on the map with that match.
We sure did.
Kind of just nobody slumming around in the, the
You're welcome, Eric.
Rock
you're welcome.
circles.
Yeah, that's right. And Eric, don't feel like you need to thank us. We understand that you're appreciating us, so.
I mean, yeah.
Your silence says everything.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, we understand. It's like, your child grows up and they move out and they don't really, acknowledge you anymore after that. But you've done your part. And
yeah.
So I just like to say I'm proud of you, Eric. Good job, buddy.
I'm also proud.
Yeah, we're very proud of you. Good work.
I'm like your father, and 6 a.m.'s like your mother. and David's like your half brother from a previous marriage.
There you go.
Dave was that weird uncle that we tried to keep away. Number 18 is when Dale KEOWN earned his soul back at Midsummer Slam, defeating all the other zombies. Mark Poulton granted him his life back.
Hard to overcome.
Oh, he's back!
He's back!
I give you life back, Dale KEOWN.
That's incredible.
Resurrected on the spot.
There you go.
What's that? The famous voice. He's like, yeah.
That was that was. If it weren't Dale KEOWN, it probably was Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat 1.
Okay, I knew I've heard it before.
They sound very similar.
Very similar.
Number 17. The first true appearance of DWAG. The first DWAG promo. It was a fight between OC Steve and Patrick Thomas Parnell. We played their two promos, and somehow at the end of the two promos, DWAG just appeared with his own promo. None of us put it in there; it just happened. Somehow he started.
Man, it's your boy D-Wag, and I got a message that goes out to you, PG.
Oh, how do you get in here?
You got a lot of stones coming here tonight, and that message, it was I. You winning? Not true. Talking tough on the neck? Not true. You allergic to this kind of beef? Not true. So act up, get slapped up. D-Wag, I'll crack you. I'm not the best.
We need more.
Where are you digging these people up?
I think he's high on his own supply.
I didn't add him to the promo. He just got in there somehow.
We need more D-Wag in our lives.
We do need more DWAG. He's probably the greatest. He should have been number one on Poulton's top 25 wrestlers of all time list.
Yeah.
Greatest promotions of all time. By the way, welcome, Wise Guys. Entertainment.
Hey, Wise Guys.
Good to see you, buddy.
Macho said he was getting high on his own supply. That was awesome. That was good commentary work right there, buddy.
He was proud of himself.
I wrote it. I wrote that one down. I had it ready. Have a little.
So you knew he was gonna make an appearance. Very interesting. Number 16. The very first appearance. After all our wrestlers we lost many to a death match. They suddenly emerged after a Poulton and Don Chin fight, and this is sadly the moment where Don Chin met his demise in the CGWF.
What the hell's going on here? What is going on here? Oh my God. They are feeding on the husk of Don Chin. Oh no!
It was a gruesome death for old Don Chin that night.
That was gruesome, man. This is like the ECW back in the day. I mean, there's some pretty hardcore moments in CGWF.
You could really see Phil's genuine shock at the moment too. I mean, clearly not hamming it up at all for the camera, just shocked at the death he was witnessing. Number 15. Look, some view this is controversial. I was just doing my part for for America, excuse me, trying to stop a Canadian invasion that night, and I did my best.
Oh, what the heck? Oh my! Oh, what the?
No.
What is going on, Mark? Mark never helps us out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where you fall on the totem pole, Mike?
I guess so.
Somebody's getting beat to death, and Macho's worried about himself.
Classic.
He never does this for us. Mark never does.
He never came out to help us with any match ever.
That's
hey,
true.
but look, I did my part for America. XEVIUS was eliminated from the King of That Thing competition that night after Cal just, finished them off that evening. So, you can call it controversial. I just did my part as being a patriot that night. Number 14. This one, I debated the top 25 being half this and half a different one. I was just going to show this one, 20 times probably. But Mark Poulton's love for Dale KEOWN, I feel has not been emphasized enough. It's a little creepy, a little stalkerish. But here we have his Dale KEOWN confessionals.
Dale's biggest promoter has been the Moral Compass, Primetime Poulton. And we have a little promo for Dale tonight that Mark put together himself.
TMC, Cowboy Phil, late pod guys. You know what? If I went up against Dale KEOWN, I would just let him finger me. It would be my honor, Dale. You know what? If I went up against Dale KEOWN, I would just let him smooth my balls. You know what? If I went up against Dale KEOWN, I would just let him cop a feel, stuff like that. You know what? If I went up against Dale KEOWN, I would just let him. Oh my God, Phil. Poor cleaning crew. You know what? If I went up against Dale KEOWN, I would just let him feel it tonight. It would be my honor, Dale.
Yeah, it's weird. Not a lot of guys want to do that.
I hate you. I really do.
That was quality entertainment.
Yeah, I forgot my camera's off. I'm doing it too.
Oh yeah. That's wonderful.
I think I was backstage when that originally aired, and I was dying laughing watching that. It's one of
I love that you see Mark's face before it happens too. You can.
He knew it was happening.
I love that Mark kind of sees it coming ahead of time too. He knows it's coming.
Poor Mark.
You can hide it from him, but he always you usually will say, "Oh, I got a little something special," and you can just see the his soul leave his body.
It really is poetic justice.
That's great.
That Primetime Poulton, he kind of wound up on top because he took more abuse from the commissioner than anyone else.
Oh my
for
gosh.
Maybe says most traumatizing moment.
Absolutely.
It was for a lot of us. Yeah.
It's true.
Traumatizing for the rest of us.
Oh, definitely for me.
Yeah, eventually, his jealous rage got the best of him, and he killed him in the ring. Couldn't take it anymore. Why don't you love me? And, all right, number 13 was a special night in the CGWF where we did a poll and we asked who the top fans in Comicsgate were, and we ended up having a little match where they got to wrestle each other to find out who was the top fan in the first and the only Battle of the Fans.
It was great. Hey, Sailor. Look at face.
Yes.
Topper got in. It's
Oh,
great.
so funny. Oh, yeah.
Another big putty.
There he is. The man. Look at him.
My man, 7.
That is awesome. He looks so good.
I know Mutt enjoyed Tampa's entrance.
I did. That was my favorite fan entrance besides 7 of 9.
7 was fierce that night.
You had a lot of references you had to look at with these guys, didn't you?
I know.
Yeah, it was hard to find out what they actually looked like. You really
I bet he has a whole folder on each of them.
Yeah, now there's some creepy folders in your desk.
You know what? I had weird pictures of people when I was trying to build all these characters. They're all over my desktop. It looked like some kind of serial killer thing. So I just have like different pictures and angles of different people in Comicsgate.
You CG guys.
More uncomfortable like when I was trying to build like Mandy Summers and Piper and stuff. My wife these random pictures of Comicsgate women on my desktop.
Don't want the wife seeing that.
No.
All you people think you're getting stickers. He's just getting your address.
There's a way you can pay me for the sticker. Send me photos. Number 12, I like to call this Art T-Bear's 7 Seconds in Heaven. This was during the first Royal Rumble. Art made his debut into the CGWF.
Like Art T-Bear coming to the ring.
Oh, man.
Oh,
there he is. The man's legend. Still hasn't fixed that rip on his pants. And,
what the heck?
The quickest elimination in the history of the
SIMETI wasn't having any, or was that
that was Kami Mark.
Yeah,
that's Kami Mark. Kami Mark wasn't having any of
he
it.
just clotheslined him directly out.
Right
7 seconds after he entered the ring. That was amazing.
Oh, Mark Polton, now that you're in the chat, I'm just going to go ahead and replay number 14 because I feel like
okay, that's a good idea.
Appreciate this
one. We'll go see it again anyway.
Dale's biggest promoter has been the Moral Compass, Primetime Polton, and we have a little promo for Dale tonight that Mark put together himself.
You know what? If I went up against KEOWN, I would just let him finger me. You know, it would be my honor, Dale. You know what? If I went up against KEOWN, I would just let him smooth my balls. You know what? If I went up against KEOWN, I would just let him cop a feel, stuff like that. You know what? If I went up against KEOWN, I would just let him. Oh my God, Phil, poor cleaning crew. You know what? If I went up against KEOWN, I would just let him feel it tonight. You know, it would be my honor, Dale.
Yeah, it's weird. Not a lot of guys want to do that.
I hate you. I really do.
Just for you, Mark. Oh, is he gone now? I don't see him in the chat anymore.
Oh, he's probably gone. But it's okay. It was worth playing
He's
it
seen
again.
that one many times.
I'm out of here. I'm the Deathmatch King. Stop it.
Oh, there he is.
Treat your champ. I'm going to try and click his name again without getting kicked out of the stream. There we go. We love you, Mark. Number 11. This was during the Diaz brothers CG Beach night when we realized that there really was a curse upon the women's championship belt. where anybody who challenges the ladies champ will win.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
man, that was brutal.
Jeez.
What was that? I've never
It's like a
seen
cradle brain buster.
Jeez.
Back into the center of the ring for the count
One,
here.
Two,
2,
zip.
3.
Oh, my
Wow,
goodness.
shortest match of the night. Oh
Wow.
And
I'm
we
stunned.
got another.
Yep. The curse continues, I guess, huh?
If I were Irene, I would watch my back because that belt not going to stay in her hands for very long.
Curse. Literally, whoever we put up against her next is taking it.
Yeah, it's guaranteed to take it.
She has
I want my shot.
Of course, Polton wanted his shot at that. That's right. The hot potato championship. Probably one of the greatest moments of that night, though. Very epic match. Very quick one, but a good one. Number 10. Also, speaking of Mark Polton, you can either consider this a great moment or a tragic moment. I think you all know where I stand on this one. But it was when our last Midsummer Slam, last event, Mark Polton unified the freaking belts.
Oh, here we go. That's a
Oh,
snap.
that is bad. Oh, we got to cover.
No.
Here we
A
go.
little slower, Brian. Nice and slow.
Kick
nice
out.
and slow.
Oh, my God. The belt collector himself.
Oh.
There he goes. There he is.
Brian.
It's emotional.
I told you all. All hail the belt collector of the CGWF. All hail the death match king.
All right, that's enough out of you. Muted.
Oh, man. He enjoyed his reign, for sure, and is enjoying
Hey, you know what? I had to deal with being number 9 on your top roster list. You can deal with having a number 10 moment. Controversial at best. Devastating. We just introduced 2 brand new belts, and nobody even got to defend the Breaking Rad title before Polton just took it away from Ink Spots, and the first winner of the primetime title, it was later killed by Polton, and he just took the belt. So we probably won't be bringing those titles back. We're just gonna leave that one alone.
Just leave him with
Number
him.
9, we've had a lot of promos in our year of the CGWF, but nothing beats, I think, probably the greatest promo we ever had, and it was dueling promos between Narwhal and Michael Bancroft.
Yeah.
I have these clipped up. I'm not going to play the whole Bancroft one because we're going to get a strike for playing the Rocky theme, but here we go.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was training for the big match this Saturday. Aussie, I'm going to flossy your butthole. Aussie, I'm going to flossy your butthole.
Mel, get my favorite Trekkies. It's time to build some hurting bombs.
Oh, dude, that might be my number 1. That's amazing.
That was great. I wish I could play the whole thing, but we got a little. I don't know if it was a strike or a little copyright thing every time we play it, but yeah, that was probably one of the best promos we ever got. If you ever want to go back and watch CG WrestleMania on our Rumble channel, or on here somewhere, that's a good one to watch because Bancroft was peak Bancroft right there.
Shown up.
Number, what are we on? We on number 8?
8.
We are number 8. Number 8. This was the very first kill. First confirmed death in the CGWF. Rob Arnold and Death Metal Hero.
Setting him up. Oh, he's got him by the throat, by the goozle. Lifts him up. Oh my God, Phil. Phil, I think we just witnessed a murder.
Was Phil like giggly? Did you hear Phil?
I think this was like the 5th time Phil got COVID that year, and he was very like loopy on like meds.
He was loopy or something. He went hee.
He was the whole. I was going through a lot of these clips because he got COVID usually like every other week, and he usually hopped up on meds, and he'd be like, "Hey guys, I don't know how I feel about any of you."
Got COVID again.
Got COVID. Number 7.
The COVID cowboy.
COVID cowboy. There he is.
Macho needs a little revenge too after the nacho incident.
Nah, I have no
That was
problem. with that.
fantastic.
I still think that was the best version of Macho we ever got.
Yeah, I want you to just do that all the time.
We're still in the
You
negotiations.
got. I
still
mean,
to-
you
to
guys
keep
can
it
get him, and I'll just take off. Get him in here. The
Let's talk
nacho.
about it. I did enjoy Nacho. I like that his what he thought Macho was just like a stoner who eats a lot.
He's got a granola quality to him, but he's no hippie. He's no dirty hippie.
Number 7, I think was the moment we realized we had greatness in the CGWF in the form of the Diaz brothers versus the Oddities at CG Royal Rumble. The beginning of an entire, I don't know, dynasty, legacy. I don't know what you call it, but it was the moment that the Diaz brothers defeated the Oddities.
Third time.
Here we go.
I figure that cup is just filled with Diaz at this point.
So much Diaz.
Here we go.
A little too much Diaz in that cup tonight. Just let it end.
Ah, that was it. Gosh.
The ladies are all screaming. They're slapping their significant others, running out of the building and trying to catch the limo before it leaves.
Catching the Viper, man. Catching the
Yeah.
Viper.
That's right.
It's a stretch viper, right? It's a stretch viper. There it was.
That was a
That
great
was
moment.
great. That was probably one of the longest matches we've ever had too. That went on forever.
It was a killer. The Oddities hung in there forever, and then they took like 4 or 5 flying Diaz's and a couple of Two Brothers, One Cup, too many times, and then they finally went down.
Yeah, the infamous Two Brothers, One Cup, One Magic Cup, I think is what it was. Two Brothers.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Disgusting name.
Terrible.
Awful name.
Horrible name.
But it's stuck, and so we're keeping it.
Literally.
Yes, they did do some great promos. The very first promos, might I add, the Diaz brothers, kind of where we got the idea to do it. Number 6, we've done a lot of, one of the staples of our events is we do commercials. I didn't want to do too many of these because I feel like I'm just tooting my own horn with them, but this one, the only time EVS ever recognized the CGWF was due to this one commercial, not the wrestling, but the Guess Who commercial.
Oh, it's Guess Who! Comic Skate Edition. The fun is trying to guess when you play Guess Who.
Is your person old? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that narrows it down.
Is yours a straight male? I'm not sure.
The fun is trying to guess when you play Guess
Has
Who.
your person fulfilled a book?
Nope. Uh-oh.
That means it's not you.
Where's my sandwich?
Or you.
Yeah.
Or you.
Hi there.
It's Joe Jameson. You win. Let's play again.
The fun is trying to guess when you play Guess Who.
Game cards do not actually monetize your hate.
Poor cow. That was at his expense.
That was so good. Yeah, you
Yeah,
got him good.
And he was a great sport about it too.
He was.
You're right, Paul. And you did name the Two Brothers, One Magic Cup. I wish you didn't.
You're a filthy beggar.
It's
a filthy, filthy man. Again, speaking of Polton, what are we on? Number 5? Number 5, I would consider this the greatest match that has ever occurred in the CGWF.
Whoa.
The greatest match, the most disturbing. It had all the things you want: good wrestling, a lot of awkwardness, a lot of oily men doing oily things. It was the Mark Polton and Phil McNulty naked match, where I stole their clothes before the match and made them wrestle each other. Great night.
Have fun fighting in the nude.
Let's get it on. I'm gonna grab a hold. Oh! Ah! I felt something move. Man.
Listen.
Oh, I missed my flatliner dropkick. Oh! I hope I get a bruise and cover that up. Figure 4.
Things are getting a little too close for comfort, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
Phil, you get off your knees, man. Phil going for the pin. Here it is. The Polton Plex. That was a terrible camera angle.
When you're carrying extra,
Watch where your head is.
when you're carrying extra weight in your holster, if you know what I'm saying, it's tougher to get up.
Great match.
That was so funny.
Great outcome. I love that they were like, hey, what the heck? And then they just went and wrestled.
Wow. Yeah.
That was a great
So
night.
disturbing,
We
yet so
look on
entertaining.
Yeah, you know, we look on the King of That Thing tournament as kind of the black sheep of the CGWF, but great moments like that, you know, make it an event to remember. And,
Yeah,
oh, go on.
Well, I was going to say that match is significant because when Poulton saw himself in the buff, he decided that he needed to get buff, and after that is where we saw the steroid king, the growth hormone king. And he did become the belt collector.
Swollen.
That is true. I do like to think that was the moment he was like, "Oh,
yeah, that was a hard love moment."
We saw. Paul, we're not the ones saying it. That's your buddies saying that. These are Primetime 6 members saying that, not me. Number 4. As Amanda B pointed out, the Diaz brothers did do some great promos. And that's why number 4 is the very first promo we ever had. We didn't even know that this was a thing we should do. The Diaz brothers made a promotion for their very first match at CG Royal Rumble. And here's some snippets.
Ooh, yeah, the Diaz brothers coming at you versus Lincoln Park and Larry the comic guy. Who's booking this crap? We are 6'5". We are Greek gods. What's the difference? Mexican, American, Greek gods. Take a spin, Brent. Look at that specimen.
Look at him.
S-T-Y-L-E style. I mean, how tall are these punks? 5 foot nothing. Get the gold around our waist. Leave that arena. Jump in the Viper. Grab our 2 babes and get some steaks.
Sounds good to me, but it only has 2 seats.
Well, we could call him a cab. Let's get out there, bro.
Maybe call it an ambulance. Maybe not today.
Great moment.
That was amazing. Like they came out shining from day one.
Absolutely.
From moment one, they grabbed the spotlight, they put it on them, and said, "Watch what we can do." They were great champions, and I think they'll be champions again.
Yeah. Oh, they probably will be. We'll see. We'll see if Vince McSix has something to say about that. I would say the only travesty with that night was that they got it to me late, and they were trying to tell me during the whole event that they had the promo ready for me, and I didn't see it, and so we had to show it after their match.
Oh.
But it was a good night.
Great night.
All right, number 3. A lot of these are from CG Royal Rumble because that was really it's what started it all. But number 3 would be during the women's match where we had 8 ladies in the ring. Duking it out with each other because we're very inclusive. We wanted to include the lady creators, all 8 of them. And it was the moment that Selena Hernandez defeated Mandy Summers to become the very first ladies champ in a move that Mark Poulton geniusly coined the end of summer.
That was unbelievable.
Oh my goodness!
What was that?
From nowhere, just coming in the. Oh my!
1, 2.
Carl, what are you doing?
Selena! Oh my gosh! Selena, man!
But she could call it end of summer.
Fantastic.
Still the most painful looking move I've ever seen in my life. Just I'm amazed Mandy bounced back from that.
Just stunned us, stunned everybody watching. It was like, what? Out of nowhere, and Selena was the champion.
Yeah, I agree, Poulton. Maybe we'll have to make that happen in the next season here. The next event, assuming we can make it happen, will probably be Royal Rumble 2. But anyway, number 2, I think just based on Mutt's reaction when this happened, made it worthy of a number 2 slot, and it was the moment Kelsey Shannon lost his head.
Oh, he's tuning up the band. Here comes
chill music.
Chill music.
Oh my
Kelsey Shannon has been eliminated.
The Ballers taking a 2-1 lead thanks to Dale KEOWN.
It's rare that you get a really good hearty laugh out of Mutt, and that was
that got me, man. I was like, whoa! Did not see that coming.
Yeah, Dale KEOWN's on a lot of these spots I've noticed, but yeah, that was his signature move, sweet KEOWN music. All right. The number one moment that we've all been waiting for. I think it should have been obvious, and it was our very first Royal Rumble winner. The moment Michael Bancroft became the champ.
Wow.
CG Royal Rumble. Michael Bancroft winning the Royal Rumble.
Bancroft and Tug.
History has been made.
Bancroft.
Michael Bancroft.
The man from down under.
Here is your winner.
Good balls. Tug had
Definitely
controlled
the best wardrobe in the CGWF between
remember
his
that?
Australian Speedo and the blouse.
Yeah.
So yeah, those I mean, look, those are my top 25. Do you guys have any of your own personal favorites, either from you fellas or the chat even?
Oh, I noticed one thing was distinctly missing, and that was mine and Macho's entrance into the CGWF Hall of Fame, which should have been probably number one. I understand Bancroft being the first champ, but at least number two.
It's funny that went missing.
I tried to get legitimate, actual legitimate occurrences.
I think. Look, it's because we're so close. He wouldn't want it to be seen as like favoritism. So it's fine. I get it, Mark. No big deal. Yeah.
It came down to that or this one for me.
Corner.
I chose
Picks them up.
EVS's.
Hangs them in the tree of woe. What's going on here?
Tree of woe.
So it was either you guys or that. I feel like I made the right choice.
I'm surprised that EVS hasn't been more in the mix for the championship belt. I think that maybe moving forward, he might come in as a new force.
Who was that?
EVS.
EVS? Yeah, we tried giving him a few chances, and he's lost, I think, everything so far. I think he's 0-3. You lie. Number 24, Poulton, St. Davis. That was number 24.
No, it was terrible.
Well, there you go, guys. That was our top 25 CGWF moments. Hopefully, we'll have many more great moments in the future. I'm learning. We'll break kayfabe for a moment. I'm trying to figure out WWE 2K22 at the moment. I have to recreate 100 different wrestlers.
Oh my god!
So we
go to and watch videos.
My favorite moment is watching the Clean Team losing and losing and losing. Hall of Fame.
Okay. See how it is.
We're gonna talk to Coach. We're gonna talk to Coach Danny. Get him to whip you into shape.
No,
that's right.
No, I will say I make it very clear. Coach Danny was deleted from the game 2K19 in favor of real wrestlers because that thing creeped me out. So he's gone. But,
we got to get a new.
Okay,
no more.
He's still in our heart though.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Get him out. That's not good.
Danny, that's right.